ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैः स्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यां तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। 20 अथ नवमोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच त्रैविद्या मां सोमपाः पूतपापाः यज्ञैरिष्ट्वा स्वर्गतिं प्रार्थयन्ते ते पुण्यमासाद्य सुरेन्द्रलोकम् अश्नन्ति दिव्यान् दिवि देवभोगान् ते तं भुक्त्वा स्वर्गलोकं विशालम् क्षीणे पुण्ये मर्त्यलोकं विशन्ति एवं त्रयी धर्ममनुप्रपन्नाः गतागतं कामकामा लभन्ते So Bhagavan, after talking about the bhakti as the solution to the problem of samsara, he is showing the excellence, superiority of Nishkama Bhakti. There are two types of bhakti. One is devotion with some material desire, which generally people have. And they are called Artha Bhakta, Artharthi Bhakta. See, Bhaktas who want some freedom from some worldly problem. Some people have this health issue, some people have finance issue, some people have neighbor issue, some issues are there. And they want to be free from that, and therefore they pray to Bhagavan. That type of the bhakti is called Sakama Bhakti. The devotion with some material benefit, worldly benefit. Or sometimes people say, I have applied for this visa, let me get the visa. That also is what? Sakama Bhakti. My son or daughter is not getting married, let them get married. That is what? Sakama Bhakti. So desire with the worldly desire, you worship Bhagavan. That is Sakama Bhakti. And our Shastras are telling that Sakama Bhakti also is very good. Don't give up. Sakama Bhakti is something to be started with. So don't criticize those Sakama Bhakta and discourage them. because they can do this bhakti only with sakama, only with the desire. If you ask them to stop desiring, stop having worldly desire and worshipping Bhagavan, they will drop both. In fact, they will not drop the desire, they will drop bhakti only. Therefore, we do not say that worshipping the Lord, having the devotion with material desire is wrong. We are not saying wrong. But it is not ultimate. One has to go through the class 1, standard 1. Then one has to go to second standard, third standard. You have to start with first standard, but you should not remain in the first standard. So Bhagavan is going to show that Sakama Bhakti is okay, but Nishkama Bhakti means worshipping Bhagavan, having the devotion for Bhagavan without any material desire. And this is possible in case of Jignasu Bhakta and Dani Bhakta. Jignasu Bhaktas are those who want to know Ishvara, attain Ishvara. And they say, we do not want anything material from you, we want only your jnanam. We want to attain you through knowledge. They are Jignasu Bhakta. Dani Bhakta is the one who has already discovered, I am one with Ishvara. Both of them will be worshipping Ishvara, devoted to Ishvara without any material desire. Jignasu Bhakta does not have material desire because he has seen the worthlessness of material pursuit and seen the greatness of the attainment of Ishvara. He has understood the importance of attainment of moksha, Ishvara. Therefore, they are not interested in worldly things. And Gnani Bhakta has already discovered, I am Purnaha, therefore there is no material desire. And that Jignasu Bhakta, Gnani Bhakta, how they will be taken care of by the Lord and how that Nishkama Bhakti is superior, that is being talked about from the 22nd shloka we will read. Ananya Shintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. This is a very, very popular shloka. And LIC people made it very popular. You must have seen that Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Their symbol, the logo is there, Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. So this shloka is saying that for Nishkama Bhakta, Bhagavan will take care of whatever is to be attained and whatever is to be protected. So this shloka is interpreted in the context of wise people, in the context of Jignasu Bhakta, both. So first we will see in the context of wise people. Who are they? Ananyaha. Ananyaha means they are seeing themselves to be non-separate from Ishvara. They have discovered what? I and the Lord are one, essentially one. Like the wave is saying to the ocean, O ocean, you and me are one and the same. How? You are water, I am also water. So essence of you and essence of me is the same. So essentially both of us are one. Similarly, these wise people are those who have discovered I am Ananyaha, not separate from Ishvara. And being not separate from Ishvara means one has to let go of his individuality. Retaining the individuality, you cannot claim oneness with Ishvara. Retaining your smallness, holding on to the smallness, you cannot claim the allness, wholeness of Ishvara. So you say what? I as an individual am not there, What is there is you, Ishvara. So Ishvara alone is. Even so-called I is also Ishvara. So I am Ishvara, that oneness is discovered, therefore they are called Ananya. And remaining non-separate from Ishvara, Mam Chintayantaha. They are mentally dwelling upon me. Not once in a while, all the time they are dwelling upon me. Ye janaha, people, paryupasate. Pari means everywhere. Everywhere they are reminded of Ishvara, which is oneself. Who is oneself? Parita upasate means they meditate very well. They meditate everywhere. Whichever be the situation, whether in front of me trees are there, that also is Brahman. Whether in front of me building is there, Brahman. Whereas in front of me some relative is there, that also is Brahman. Yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadaya. Wherever the mind goes, they are able to appreciate Ishvara. In this manner, they are thinking about Ishvara. Tesham, for them, who are nityabhiyuktanam, who are ever committed to me, who are ever absorbed in me, aham yoga kshemam vahami. I take care of their yoga and kshema. Yoga means acquisition of what is not acquired, like food. For wise people, they may not have the food. And Bhagavan said, I will organize to acquire food for them. People will go, Bhagavan will inspire somebody, and that person will go and offer food. Yoga. Yoga means the acquisition of what is not acquired. Kshema means the protection of what is acquired. So suppose they have got clothes and somebody has given, that is called yoga. Afterwards, protection of those clothes from any other source, so that nobody takes away, nobody spoils it, nobody cuts it. So Bhagavan said that Kshema also I will take that. Kshema means protection of what is acquired. So Bhagavan says, Yoga Kshemam Vahami. For those wise people whose mind is absorbed in me, I take care of them. Here Shankaracharya ji, who writes the commentary on this shloka, he says, really speaking, Bhagavan takes care of all types of devotee. Why specifically mentioning that Bhagavan takes care of Dani Bhakta? Then Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji gives nice answer. He said, Bhagavan, yes, you are right. Bhagavan takes care of all types of devotee, Artha, Artharthi, Jigdasu, Dani. But in case of other devotees, not only Bhagavan takes care of them, these other devotees, they themselves will be working for yoga and kshema, acquiring things and protecting things. They will say, we pray, that is all right, but we also have to do something. So they themselves will be working for acquisition and protection. Whereas the wise person is the one who doesn't think of yoga and kshema. He doesn't care for his yoga and kshema. Therefore Bhagavan says, I have to take care. It is something like mother has got 3-4 children, and 2 of them or 3 of them are already grown up. So if mother has kept food ready, they themselves will go to the kitchen, put it on the dining table and eat. They also will work. Even if mother is not, they will find out some Maggi packet and they will make something. They will do something. Whereas the small baby it is, then that it will not be able to go to the kitchen and do anything. So the mother has to specifically take care of that child. Mother takes care of all children. But for other children, mother will not be so much concerned, so much focusing, because they themselves will take care of themselves. In fact, sometimes they will tell, if you don't give, I will go to auntie's house. So they will say something like this. Whereas this baby will not do that. Therefore, mother has to take care of that baby who doesn't take care of itself. Similarly, the wise people, they are not concerned about the protection and acquisition of things for their maintenance. Therefore, Bhagavan says, I have to take care of them. So, Bhagavan takes care of everybody. But in case of other people, they themselves also work for it. Whereas in case of wise people, they do not work, therefore Bhagavan has to pay the attention. Bhagavan wants their body to be sustained. Why? Because their presence is a blessing to the world. They are spreading knowledge, they are spreading the atmosphere of goodness. Their presence itself is a blessing to the world. And therefore, Bhagavan will maintain their body by providing food, by providing clothing, whatever is required. And these wise people, they are not worried about it. If Bhagavan wants this body to continue, let Bhagavan provide. If Bhagavan doesn't want, let him not provide. He doesn't have the craving for long life, he doesn't have craving for death also. And therefore Bhagavan says, I take care of these wise people. And this shloka can be seen also in the context of Jignasu Bhakta, who have not yet become wise people, they are on the way to become the wise people. They are also Ananyaha. In their case, Ananya means they do not have any other goal in life. In that sense, Ananyaha. The Jignasu Bhakta means the devotees who are desirous of knowing Paramatma, for them other goal is not there, only Paramatma is the goal, therefore Ananya. And they also keep on thinking about Paramatma through Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam. Therefore they are also Mam Chintayanta. Doing Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam, Ishvara Vichara. And they also Paryupasate, wholeheartedly they are thinking about me. Bhagavan says, for them, Jignasu Bhakta also, Yoga Kshemam Vahami. I take care of them. Whatever bhaktas need, I will provide. Provided this bhakta should have Shraddha in Bhagavan. What happens that people become impatient? Somebody has gone to bring food and I become impatient and go to a restaurant. That person is bringing, but I don't have trust in that person. Therefore, I go to restaurant. So similarly, if you have complete Shraddha in Bhagavan, that whatever is required for my spiritual growth, Bhagavan will definitely provide. Then definitely Bhagavan provides. This is the experience of all those who have dedicated their life. People ask me this question that Swamiji, now you are teaching and also people will give you something, they will take care of you, but afterwards you will not be able to do it, then what? I said, the Bhagavan who has taken care of me so far, same Bhagavan will take care. Like if a person is working for government, then government takes care after the retirement also. They give pension. So similarly, Bhagavan, I am working for Bhagavan, so Bhagavan will definitely give whatever is required. But why people do not have Shraddha? Because people have got so much big demands. Bhagavan should give me 3-bedroom air-conditioned house. Bhagavan should provide me Mercedes car. Bhagavan should provide me that, what do you call, the smart TV in every house, every room. If you keep such big demand, Bhagavan said, okay, you take care of yourself. Bhagavan will do whatever is required for you. Not at what you want, but what you need. Bhagavan definitely provides what you need, may not provide what you want. If you really need something, you require a book, then Bhagavan will provide the money or the book itself will come to you. I have seen that. Whatever book required, in course of time it definitely comes. So if you are sincere in your pursuit, you keep doing your sadhana for the attainment of Bhagavan, it is Bhagavan's responsibility to take. I say that, see, Tata Birla, they are not Bhagavan, still they take care of their employees. They have got hospital and there are so many things they have. So many schemes are there for their employers' welfare. So if local, these employers can take care of their employees, then why not Bhagavan? But I should have Shraddha. And if sometimes I do not get something which I thought I need, I should have that Shraddha that really I don't need that. Bhagavan thinks that right now I don't need, therefore Bhagavan has not provided. Today Bhagavan did not provide me food because Bhagavan thought that I am putting on weight, I need to do some fasting. Therefore Bhagavan did not provide. Not that Bhagavan forgot today or Bhagavan is angry with me. That is not the idea of devotee. Devotee always thinks that Yat yat Bhagavat Bhagavan Karoti. Whatever Bhagavan does is Shubham Eva. Is for my well-being alone. When that trust is there, everything is provided. Person can see that. Teacher is provided, the place is provided, books are provided, whatever needs is needed is provided. So this shloka is saying that when you are on this path of spirituality with complete dedication, then you need not worry about it. Somebody had asked me in Bangalore, Swamiji, if I become sannyasi, then will everything be provided? I said, yes. He wanted some guarantee. I said, that will not be issue because in my life, I have been provided. I do not have any regular income from some source and anything. Whatever is required is provided. In fact, provided much more than I need, honestly. So I have to say no. Whatever comes, I have to distribute. That much is provided. Not only I am here, earlier also. When I was not here, people say, no, Swamiji, you are in this position, therefore what? No, when it was not there, that also provided. But whatever was provided, mind was ready to be satisfied with that. We had some situation where only rice and dal will be there, curd will not be there. We were happy with that. Then somebody said that we will sponsor every month curd. Curds were sponsored when I was in Bangalore. Imagine that every month whatever Swamiji required for the curds, I'll give money for that. But we were happy without that. Whatever dal, sabji and all over there, we were enjoying that. So you learn to enjoy what Bhagavan gives. Then Bhagavan Bhagavan sometimes he as if like he does the test that really you have Shraddha or not. Then once you pass the test, then Bhagavan provides. He provides much more than sometimes you really need or you deserve. Much more. So that is the shloka here. So Nishkama Bhakti is superior because you are free from worries. You keep on focusing on what is to be done in your sadhana. Now Bhagavan in the next shloka he wants to say that those who are worshipping me or worshipping any devatas for a finite goal, they are indirectly worshipping me. But since they do not have knowledge, therefore they are deprived of the great result of moksha. That is said in the next shloka. Yepyanya devata bhaktaha yajante shraddhayanvitaha tepi mameva kaunteya yajantya vidipurvakam. So here Bhagavan is giving this comparative study between the Sakama Bhakti and Nishkama Bhakti. This is somewhat similar to what has been done in the 7th chapter. In these chapters, Sakama Bhakti is symbolically presented as worshipping other devatas. Nishkama Bhakti is symbolically presented as Krishna Bhakti, Mad Bhakti. So when a person worships for finite aspect, for finite goal, invoking finite aspect of Ishvara, that is called Anya Devata Bhakti. So worshipping the Lord for finite end, invoking the finite aspect of the Lord, then it is called Anya Devata Bhakti, Sakama Bhakti. What is Nishkama Bhakti? Worshipping the Lord, invoking the infinite aspect for infinite result, then it is called Nishkama Bhakti. So this is a symbolic presentation. People don't understand, and therefore people think that in Bhagavad Gita it is said, don't worship any other devatas, you should worship Krishna only. You should not worship Rama, you should not worship Shiva, you should not worship Devi, you should worship only me, Krishna only. That is not the message. Bhagavan is not so narrow-minded. Bhagavan is telling, I alone am there in other devatas, but all devatas are my finite aspect, limited aspect. So you invoke limited aspect for limited result, it is worshipping devatas. It will give limited result. Whereas if you worship me as an infinite Ishvara for moksha, then you will get moksha. And that is said here, ye api anya devataha bhakta. And those who are the worshippers of other devatas, finite aspect of Ishvara, and Shraddhayanvitaha, they are endowed with the trust in the efficacy of devotion, devotional activities. They api, even those people, those who are worshipping finite devatas, they also mam eva bhajanti. Indirectly they are worshipping me, but avidhi purvakam. They are worshipping me with ignorance. What is the ignorance? That this devata, finite devata, is this finite expression of the infinite Ishvara. And this finite worship is not going to give me what I am seeking in my life. This fact is not known. That finite devata is the expression of Ishvara and it will give me only finite result. That fact they don't know. And they are deprived of this infinite Ishvara Bhakti, the result of infinite Ishvara Bhakti. So Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji says here, see, when you are worshipping finite devata, you have to do puja, you have to spend money, you have to spend material, you have to spend time. Effort is there also. And in worshipping this infinite Ishvara also, there also effort is there. So effort is the same, but by worshipping the finite Ishvara, you are getting finite form of Ishvara, you are getting finite result. Whereas you worship the total Ishvara, you get infinite result. So why are you spending your time and energy for limited result when limitless result is available? Now, in this 23rd shloka it was said that even if you are worshipping finite devata, finally the oblation, offering comes to me alone. Like wherever you in government, even if you deposit money in some post office for some government function, it goes to the central treasury only. So similarly, Bhagavan says that even if you are worshipping finite, the final receiver of all oblations, all offering is me alone. And finally, I, Ishvara alone, give the result. And therefore, I am the ultimate altar of worship. How is it so? Bhagavan says in the next shloka. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natumam abhijananti tattvena tasya vantite. Bhagavan says, I am the bhokta, the receiver of all the oblations. In Sanskrit, there is a beautiful shloka. Akashat patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagaram. Sarva namaskarastatha keshavam prati gacchati. Just as wherever water falls, finally it goes to the ocean. Similarly, whatever namaskara is done, finally goes to Ishvara. But this person is ignorant of this fact and he will be focusing only on limited aspect of Ishvara for limited result, and therefore he is deprived of the great result. That is said here, Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta. I, the Lord alone, am the receivers of all the rituals, all the offerings. Prabhu evacha. I am the master. I am the one who is capable of giving the result of any karma. But these people, mam na abhijananti. These ignorant people, they do not know that I am the Ishvara behind all the devatas. And therefore, they are focusing only on finite aspect, asking for the finite result, and therefore chavanti. Chavanti means they get the result and they fall off from the result. They go to heaven because of some ritual and they fall off from the result. So they are deprived of the greatest result. So in life, that is what happens. When our time and energy can be spent for the higher purpose, we spend it for very, very lower purpose. And some talking or watching and all this for the unnecessary, which is not going to help, that takes away our time. So Bhagavan says you are using your time and other resources on very finite result, whereas the same resource is used for infinite result, you will get infinite moksha, and therefore learn to focus on the infinite. But at the same time, Bhagavan says that those who worship the devatas, they will get some result. It is not that it is going to be a waste. They are going to get some result, but that result will be finite. That is being said in the next shloka. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrun yanti pitruvrataha bhutani yanti bhutejyaha yanti madhyajinopi mam. So Bhagavan says, as you worship, so you attain. As you think, so you become is there. Similarly, as you worship, so you attain. He said, those who are worshipping devatas, devavrataha devan yanti. Devavrata means the worshippers of the devatas, they attain devatas. They attain the devata form. You also can become Indra. You also can become Agni Devata. You also can become Vayu Devata. If you worship those devatas, do necessary karma and upasana, you can get it. So this Indra is not a person. Indra is the status of a jiva. Like Prime Minister is not a person. Prime Minister is a position. Anybody can become Prime Minister. Similarly, anybody can become Indra Devata, Vayu Devata, Agni Devata. Even Yamaraja you can become. Suppose you want to, you like to control everybody and you want to become Yamaraja, there are karmas and there are upasanas for that. So, the worshippers of devatas, they attain the status of being devatas. Or at least they attain the loka of the devatas. And Pitrun Yanti Pitruvrata. So those who are worshipping these Pitru Devatas, they will attain the status of these Pitru Devatas. They are staying in the loka called Bhuvar Loka. 7 lokas are there. Bhu, Bhuva, Suha, Maha, Jana, Tapah, Satyam. So Bhuvar Loka, these Pitrus are staying. So they can go and attain that loka. Bhutani Yanti Bhutejyaha. Those who are worshipping spirits, Bhuta Pret we say, they are worshipping, they will attain that. So Yaksha, Rakshasa, if they worship, they will attain that also. And Bhagavan finally says, Madhyajinaha mam yanti. Those who are worshipping me, infinite Ishvara, they finally attain me, infinite Ishvara, which is moksha. So Bhagavan says, effort is same. Only thing whether you are putting your effort in right direction, on the right altar, that will decide whether you will get finite result or infinite result. Now in the next shloka, Bhagavan is answering a possible question that worshipping Bhagavan gives me the highest result of moksha. Then general principle is what? The investment and the return are proportional. In the language of the market, what? If you want higher return, you have to invest more. So, if moksha is the highest return, then worshipping Ishvara for getting the highest return also must be very difficult. So, Bhagavan wants to say, no, worshipping me is not difficult. What you require is the right attitude, devotion without material desire. If that you have, then worshipping me is the easiest thing. That's what he says in the next shloka. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyuparutam ashnami prayatatmanaha. So generally, for worshipping particular devata, for getting particular result, you have to follow the procedure, you have to follow the material. You have to use particular material, particular nevedya. Suppose you are worshipping Ganesha for removing some obstacle in your worldly life, then you have to make modaka only. You cannot say, no, I will give you Rasagulla. So, Ganesha, you cannot give Rasagulla. You have to give what? Modaka. You have to chant Gang Ganapataye Namah. If that mantra is prescribed, that mantra alone you have to chant. So, particular mantra is required, particular Naivedyam is required. You cannot say, no, I have got only this. If you want particular result from particular devata, there is a procedure, set procedure. Particular Naivedya is there, particular mantra is there, particular the ways of doing things are there. Whereas, if you do not have material desire and you want to worship Ishvara, then Bhagavan says anything is okay. Patram. Even if one single leaf, he uses the singular. Patram, only a leaf you just offer to Bhagavan, no problem. Bhagavan will consider that to be worshipped. Pushpam, one flower. Phalam, some fruit. And it is not that all of them you have to give. Even one of this. Either Patram means leaf or Pushpam or Phalam. Swamiji, I don't have any one of them. Water is there? Toyam. Even water you have? Bhagavan says, Yaha me prayachati, who gives me. But important condition is what? Bhaktya. He should give with devotion. Not to save money. Some people say, oh Swamiji, this is very good shloka. Every unnecessary I was giving some banana and all this, banana, almonds and all this I was giving. Now I will stop. Because Bhagavan told Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam. So that is not correct attitude. If you have, you should give the best. What Bhagavan says, if you don't have, then also I can be worshipped by anything. Provided you have got bhakti. Then Bhagavan says, whatever is offered, tadaham ashtami, I receive it, which is offered with devotion. From a person who is prayatatma, whose mind is pure, who is not having any material desire, who doesn't do business with me. People generally do business with Bhagavan. Bhagavan, if you give me 100,000 lottery, I will give you 5 kg oil. 5 kg oil is 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees. So you are doing business with Bhagwan. And Bhagwan is smarter than you. Remember, Bhagwan has made you, therefore he will be smarter than you. And therefore don't try to do business. If you do business, then you have to follow the procedure. So Bhagwan says, one who is prayatatma, pure-minded, he is offering, I accept it very gracefully. I do not have any reluctance in accepting. And accepting puja by Bhagwan means what? Whatever that person needs, I will provide just because he has provided Patram Pushpam. So Patram Pushpam itself will be as good as doing Ashtotara Archana or doing some Rudra Yaga. So it will be equivalent to that. So whatever small thing he offers, I will take it and I will bless the person. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti